Hello, everybody. My name's GM Brian.
I'm Osiris.
I'm Dalhis.
And I'm Lucia.
Ow! Is that the hungover Lucia? I should say this. And welcome back to Valaclaci 2.0 or whatever, alternate universe, DC canon, whatever. So
DC canon.
Elseworld. Okay. So last time we had a bit of an interesting start. We had entered into a new town and a new world with a new group of heroes, and they're all just kind of figuring out not only how they interact with one another, but more importantly, what's happening around them. And what we've determined so far is that there's a festival going on for Saint Gregor. He seems to be a religious saint, an important person. And we also have learned that there's also a lot of pumpkins floating around because somebody had sold them to everyone. We were playing games, and you did win a giant pumpkin, which you exchanged for a slice of pie, and that piece of pie, I'd say, was immediately consumed. And
was also the wrong kind of pie.
And was also the wrong kind of pie.
And Osiris was not happy about that.
No, definitely not happy about that. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to let you know your guys had a great time at this fair. And it seems like you were all about drinking and having a good time. So I'm going to say you did that the entire day. Lots of fun and adventures to be had. Didn't really cost you too much because it's all lighthearted and good times, and on a nice summer's day. The only thing that did strike you as odd, of course, is the fact that there are pumpkins which are completely out of season. At this point, you've taken the guard's advice from the beginning when he suggested to you that what you should do, as far as in the evening time is concerned, is go to the specific restaurant, or I should say the tavern that they recommended. Mm-hmm. And so you're going to be going into that now. So I'm going to go ahead and set you guys up on this. 1 second.
How drunk am I?
You've had
so I know how to
had the entire day outside, and after the initial beer race, you guys have you calmed down a little bit because it was so hot. You sweated out most of it. Okay. So you're not. I'll say you still got a little bit of a buzz, but you're not inebriated like you were before. Before you were actually kind of taking hits to stuff. Now you're pretty much at borderline neutral.
Perfect. So I'll act. Yeah, I'll act accordingly.
Yep. And same thing with Lucia. She kind of has come down a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and move you guys over.
A little bit smaller map.
Well, now we're all indoors, and I'm going to drag over the characters, of course. So there we are, Dalhis and Lucia, and all of you are at the bar, facing the bar. There we are. Okay. So you were all at the bar, and you've sat down, and you're straight. The bartender is very friendly, very nice, and very talkative. So you guys have been kind of starting to chat it up a little bit, and that's where we're going to pick this week up, is with you guys sitting here at the bar. Very crowded one. For those of you at home listening, just think of it this way: in the very, very back of this bar, there is an actual physical bar, and that's where they're sitting on the stools there, with one gentleman sitting next to them, next to Lucia, and beyond that, there are 5 tables with 4 people sitting around the circular tables. So I'm gonna have you pick it up from there.
What kind of foods do you serve? Is the bartender near me?
Yeah. But she's bouncing around between everybody, but she's definitely able to hear you and stuff.
Okay, I'm trying to flag her down.
She comes right over immediately.
So what's what's your specialty here? What's your food specialty?
Well, the specialty of the day is pumpkin. Although I don't have any myself, and it seems like you can't either.
Yeah, I point to the band. Okay, so what else do you got?
Well, as I said, since we can't do pumpkin for you, and I'm terribly allergic, that's what I was getting at. I'm sorry, I should have mentioned. We're able to serve you some of our delicious meats. We have a duck that is out of this world, but it's a little pricey.
I didn't know if Dalhis was going to comment on an out of this world duck, because I immediately went space duck in my head, and so I was like, I'm just going to wait.
Nope, I got nothing.
Okay. All right.
What else?
Is that the delicacy here though? Is that what everybody likes?
Well,
So I'm still slightly inebriated.
well, that's what most of our, I'm gonna give her a little Southern accent because she's a sweetheart. Well, sugar, that is exactly what most people like here. They really enjoy the duck. I mean, me personally, I also can go for a little bit of lamb in my life.
I'll give you some meat.
She looks at Dollhiss and shoots him kind of an angry glance, but they say one that says, check yourself.
I'm going to. I don't think I have a good persuasion performance.
That totally came out wrong.
I'm wanting to smooth that over.
Okay.
I totally didn't mean to say it like that.
What is?
Let's do this.
Okay, don't worry. No, keep going with it.
Give me what you would say to smooth it over, and then roll your charisma. Give me your charisma modifier, or a d20 plus your charisma modifier to try to smooth it over. But tell me what you would say.
Okay, so I'm basically gonna be like, no, I'm sorry. My friend is very literal here. He actually has meat in his backpack.
Okay, and then we'll see the roll. So
Osiris rolls a 14.
You roll 13, right?
No, it's a 14.
Oh, I wasn't at the bottom.
Right there.
I'm sorry, I wasn't at the bottom.
That was my earlier.
Okay, yes, you roll a 14,
roll.
And she's really nice, and so she kind of says, okay, and she's trying to understand, even though she doesn't quite go for it. I mean, she goes for it, but not 100%.
Okay, well, I smile weakly then, like. I tried.
Yeah, and
because in my head, Dollhiss literally does have meats in his backpack.
Yeah. That's fine. So she's going down the line asking you each what you want.
Regardless, I need to try your duck. If that is the thing here, I gotta try it.
Well, absolutely. The duck is the best. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get that going for you. By the way, while I do, what brings you folks into town?
We were just resting up, right? We're kind of passing through. Is that what the story was? Okay. Just wanted to make sure. We're passing through on our way elsewhere. We're just wanting to stop on by. We saw the festival, thought we'd hang out for a little bit.
See, I thought you boys and girl there would have been friends with the salesman.
Who now?
The salesman who brought all the pumpkins.
Oh no, we don't know much. And did I hear anything about the salesman about the pumpkins?
Yeah, that it was a single person who had sold the entire town worth of pumpkins.
I was making sure that wasn't part of the conversation Dollhiss had with the guy in the robes.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I just wanted to make sure. Oh no, yeah, we didn't come in here with him. Do you know anything about him?
Unfortunately, no. It's the weirdest thing. No one does. I've asked around, and I know almost everybody here. The crazy thing is, he comes in wearing robes, no one can see his face, and sells pumpkins for, get this, 1 copper coin apiece. That's for one goal. We just about had the whole town fed. It was incredible. No one could make a profit with that.
I turned to her and asked, did he happen to be from Sippleville?
I thought I heard that. That does sound about right.
How are you dealing with this? If everybody has pumpkins in here and you're allergic, do you have to consume them, or is there an airborne aspect of it?
No, darling, no. I had to have to eat it for me to get into trouble.
I was just making sure it wasn't kind of like a leafy green. Somehow they let things out, because that would scare me. I wouldn't want you getting sick.
It's 7:00 at night. You think that I'd be alive at this point? I'd be dead.
I'm sorry. I was just concerned.
She laughs. She laughs, thinking that her own joke was absolutely hilarious. But no, no one knows who he was, and I only think it was a he. Okay.
By chance you said you've talked to a lot of people about him? Did anybody give you any information, like where he, like the direction he went or came from? I'm trying to remember if he came from Suppleville, right? Yep. That's what you're saying. And that's what I just heard Dollhiss say.
Yep. Yeah,
that's what I just heard Dollhiss say. That he came from Suppleville.
Yep.
Did he head out somewhere?
Well, I think he went right back the way he came.
Oh.
It was amazing. He appears one night out of the blue, well, out of the darkness, I suppose, and comes up and sells everyone pumpkins and disappears before dawn. He just disappeared. He was gone.
Yeah, that would really mess up the economy. Selling something that cheap and flooding the market.
Well, that's just it. It was perfect timing with the festival and all, so we decided, why not make it a twofer? We're going to have a pumpkin party and, of course, St. Gregor Day. The guy next to you at this point lets out a very, very loud cough.
Excuse you.
Can I just take a look at him and see what do I see if I take a look over at him?
Sure, you look over. He's kind of a bigger guy, and his face is just covered in what remnants of pumpkin pie, and he's been slinging back pumpkin beers and all that stuff.
Shit, I'm not sitting next to him. God, I should have sat on the end. Okay. Is there anything off about him? Can I do any deep investigative?
He's really into eating and drinking his pumpkin stuff that's in front of him. He's just basically like sloppily eating it at this point.
Okay, that's cool. I've got nothing else.
Oh, don't mind Ted. He's been eating more pumpkin, I swear, than the entire town put together in one day. It was unbelievable.
I bet I could eat more.
Looking at you, I bet you could, darling. But unfortunately, you can't.
I then asked, do you understand this rule? Why we can't have it?
Well, from what I understand, outsiders are very welcome in this town. We love them. Matter of fact, we like all different types of shapes and sizes here. But the only problem is, when it comes to limited resources like the pumpkins, we didn't want to share them even a little bit. Mayor had made a special decree for it and everything.
If everybody has them, does anybody have more than anybody else?
Well, not really. As a matter of fact, the way they were sold, it was almost as if he wanted everybody in town to have one. The guy at the end of the bar now is coughing very, very loudly and repeatedly.
I do not have a heal check. Can I do any form of...
Lucia
there's a medicine check, technically.
I'm sitting next to him, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Lucia turns to him and is like, dude, what's your problem?
Oh, let me help him. He sounds like he's having a bit of a problem over there. So at this point, our friendly little bartender, who I don't think anyone's asked even her name, has gone over.
I haven't gotten my duck yet. Like, come on.
Has gone over to hand him some water.
I haven't even gotten any water.
Meanwhile, she looks back to you guys and says, by the way, is there anything else I can get for... At that exact moment, the guy at the end of the bar jumps over the bar and attacks her, biting her in her throat and starts attacking her viciously.
I'm going to immediately leap over the bar, and while he's looking the other way, get a sneak attack in.
I would like I would like you to, first of all, roll for an initiative.
Okay.
Everybody.
Right.
This might be one thing I don't know how to... Oh, I can do it. Wow.
You just gotta find the...
You want to send the results to the
initiative?
turn tracker, but no valid token was selected, because I can't select
Same
my
here.
token.
Yeah. Yeah, Brian, you're just gonna have to keep
you're
track
gonna have
of
to
it.
remember it.
That's fine. I will...
Dalhis rolls a 14.
Osiris rolls a 10.
Oh, Lucia rolls a 3.
Okay, Dalhis rolls a... You said what?
14.
14. And...
Then Osiris at 10, and then Lucia had a 3.
At a 3.
Yes.
So we're going to immediately attack the guy.
If he's attacking her and biting at her... And,
Okay, no. I just want to make sure I understood what you were going to do. That's fine. I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm just...
Oh, no, that was my first thing, was try to immediately jump over the bar, use my roguiness, and stab somebody.
Okay.
I'm going... Well, I'm first, though. So that was... I'm going to run over to where he was standing and try to grab him and pull him back over, pull him off of her, and kind of try to restrain him.
Okay. So your first move is you're going to go and try and grab him to pull him out. That's what you're saying.
I guess I don't know if that would be a grapple, which I don't know all the rules for, but
yeah.
It'd be a strength versus strength check for us. Would be the best way to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, Dalhis rolls a 10.
10. You are not strong enough to pull him over, say back over the bar, but you do get a good grab on him. So you're basically positioned now behind him, trying to grab him. Okay.
And then of course I'm trying to say, dude, what are you doing? Calm down, and trying to see if the bartender girl lady is okay.
Okay. And you can tell from a quick glance that she was killed immediately from him biting her throat.
Okay. But with that, do I probably don't have any more moves. That's it.
That's
okay.
that would be your turn.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Next up is
Me.
Osiris.
So he's still, that's his first reaction, is to get over and stab this guy in the throat.
Okay.
I'm trying to take advantage to on a sneak attack for this guy.
I do have his arm or something.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, so if I have advantage, that'd be nice. But while I'm jumping over, because I'm not paying attention to her too much in my head, I'm going to jump over, focus on killing him, and I'm going to yell, "Lucia, check the girl."
Okay, that's fair. You can do that. And you'd like to jump over, and I'm going to move you here. Is that fair? Or
That's
yeah.
exactly where I was thinking.
Okay, so now you have jumped there, and you're going to be attacking.
Yes.
Okay. Can you give me an attack roll? Yep. Oh.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Osiris rolls a natural 20.
Yeah, you definitely hit. And what is the damage here? 3 + 4 for slashing there?
Yeah, so I've got seven slashing damage on that.
Okay. So you're going to, first off, you definitely hit. And so we're going to go ahead and do that. So you take away 7 in a way, so I can actually see his health pool. Beautiful. Sorry, I had to move the little names out of the way. Okay. All right. So you hit and you have hurt him terribly. It looks like this guy is not doing super great, but he's still unrelentingly attacking the downed girl. Okay, and Lucy is up.
How tall is this bar?
It is. You can jump over it pretty easily. It's even though you're a little bit smaller of a person, but it's if you had to guess on height, it's like 5 foot, something like that. You know, like just high enough where if you sit on a stool, you're like right at it. You know what I mean?
Okay. And she didn't have time to serve us, right?
No, you did not receive your food.
Get my
you
duck.
did not get your duck.
Okay. So I'm just buzzed. I'm not wasted again.
No, you're not. Yeah, you're just buzzed. You're fine.
All right. So Lucia is. Okay, so Osiris said to check the girl. So Lucy is gonna jump over the counter and try to get to Osiris's other side there.
Okay, so you're trying to get to over here. Is
Yeah.
that right? Okay.
Obviously, I'm going to look at her, see that she's not unconscious.
She is straight
dead.
up dead. She is dead.
And Lucia just starts screaming, "Holy fuck! Fuck!" That's pretty much all she does.
Okay.
She just immediately freaks out.
Fair enough. At this point, the guy who was at the end of the bar there, who has now attacked that woman, turns his attention toward the person who is grabbing him, Dalhis. And he turns to you, and you can see that the man is still a man, but he's got a crazy look in his eyes. His eyes are glowing bright red, and his face that was covered in pumpkin is now covered in pumpkin and blood from attacking this girl. But he is definitely still he's still alive. He's not a zombie or anything. He's just definitely something's going on, and he's got a crazy look, and he's attacking you. So what he's going to try to do is attack you with his slam. He rolls a 17.
That hits.
And hits you for 6 damage.
Was he at a disadvantage at all with Dalhis holding on to him?
Yeah, it would be kind of hard for him to slam if Dalhis is holding him.
I guess, yeah, you're right. He would be at a little bit of disadvantage. I can take that into account. What's Dalhis's AC at?
13.
13.
So if those two rolls are, if he rolled a 17 and an 8, that 8 is what would be used for the disadvantage.
Then yeah, okay, that's it. Then he rolls the 8. Good point. I forgot about the disadvantage thing. So yes, the point is that he rolls an 8 for that, so he does not hit. He tries to attack Dalhis and swings wildly and misses. So Now it is back to Dalhis's turn.
At that point, I furiously, I just go rah, and just straight up just punch the guy in the face, trying to make his teeth come out his asshole.
Okay, sounds fair enough.
Okay, let me roll.
Is that an unarmed strike?
That's an unarmed. Crap, I don't have an unarmed strike. I have a macro set up for that. Just ignore the first roll on this one.
Okay.
That's the unarmed strike one. Dalhis rolls a 21.
Okay, yeah, it definitely hits.
And it's
for 6 damage.
It's actually that should be should only be 4 damage.
Oh, okay.
Did that macro wrong.
So, okay, 4 damage.
Yep.
Okay. And at this point, the guy basically looks like he's on his... Oh, I'm sorry. No, that kills. That kills. So
Okay.
I apologize. I thought that you had... Okay, no, we're good. So yes, you have... the person falls to the ground, and because you punched him and didn't stab him on this one, it looks like he's more or less knocked out rather than dead at this point. So the person is on the ground. It doesn't look like they're getting up anytime soon, and they're definitely not going to be...
I hit a 21. I didn't knock his teeth through his asshole.
No, I mean, you did. You messed him up bad, but I'm saying that we didn't... since the final blow wasn't exactly a stabbing or whatever, you didn't kill him. But he's not getting up anytime soon.
Just so you know, my martial arts are like ridiculously strong, and it's not subdermal damage. Just so you know,
it is not subdermal for sure.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you know that
it isn't.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm confirming with you. It's not subdermal.
No, it is not. Like it is.
All right,
like,
then you killed him.
I can kill people with my
you
unarmored
killed him.
strikes.
You killed him.
Yeah,
That's fine. Yeah, you killed him. All right. At this point, as you felled this person here, the whole bar, of course, has seen this, turned, and what?
Hold on, I guess, have I had a situation where we've Osiris would want to put this guy in jail for attacking somebody if possible.
But he's dead.
He is. We did kill him, but I just wanted to make sure there's nothing that we could have Lucia try and do. Like, do I have any forethought of like Lucia could heal this person back to life?
Let's do this. If she can roll a good reflex, or I'm sorry, if you can, I'll have you roll to see if you have a good reflex. And
okay,
if you
hold
have,
off though, because she would have tried this. If she had something like that, she would have tried it on the woman.
Yeah, the woman was too far gone. There was nothing she could have done on her regardless. Like her entire throat was missing.
Okay. Well, player knowledge, Lucia only has the power to stabilize like unconscious people.
There you go. And this person is dead. So then she couldn't do anything if he wanted to.
Then never mind. Because just my first thought was going like in my head, regardless, I was going to try and get rid of this guy so he stopped attacking. I wasn't going to. My first thought was stop him entirely. If that meant kill, that means kill. But if we had the ability to kill and then bring back to life, like immediately after, and then that was not what I was going for. But yes, I guess. Yeah.
So at this point, you killed this one, but everyone in there is obviously staring and looking at you. Okay. At this point, starting with the table to your, gotta have the arrow. This table over here.
Mm-hmm.
They all
the right side of the bar.
They all start coughing, and then suddenly, all the other tables start coughing.
I yell guards.
You can yell guards. That's fine.
I want to yell guards.
Okay. You yell guard.
And I see this. I'm going for the fucking exit.
Seeing that Osiris is yelling for the guards also, Lucia uses thaumaturgy and also yells guards, which gets amplified, really loudly.
Okay. And
also
you know what?
Takes off after them.
You know what?
I'm fucking heading for the exit.
Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Just for fun, Michelle, give me a roll, okay? Give me just a D20 roll. This is just for funsies. A 9. Okay, then no help comes.
Oh no.
All right. So what do we like to do?
I'm sprinting for the fucking exit.
Okay. So you're not right for the door. Is everyone else going to follow suit?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So in that case,
I was going to say, if they didn't, I was like, I'm going to eventually look at like when I get near the door to see if people are following me. But my initial reaction is just basically this. It is from that bar. I'm heading straight south this way, going basically that route, going, nope. Okay.
Well, oddly enough, it looks like it's going to take you 2 movement turns to get out of this bar, doesn't it?
Oh, Lord. Yeah,
sure.
I've got
it's almost as if it's
speed.
Exactly far enough to where it'll take you at least 2.
That's 3 movements.
Yeah,
Lucia
I do have a dash though.
Lucia has like a little feeling in the back of her head, like it's deja vu, and goes, "Dalhis, acid breath the wall."
Oh my god, that is so great.
So let's do this.
I immediately comply.
Wait, is this really happening? Or are we actually going to make a break for it?
Well, they can. I already made my break, so they can still do that. But I'm betting that I took my 30 feet and I went to about there.
Well, here's the deal. I'm just going to say that because you made the snap decision of getting out of there, they're all going to follow you at this point. Seeing that you running, they're going to be following behind. I'm going to have you do this though. One of you three, and you can pick right now, has to roll a D100 for me.
Not it.
Got it.
I do have a question while Craig's rolling that. I'm guessing all of those tokens that you have on the map are earning.
They're all coughing.
Every one of them is coughing.
So just for everyone at home, there's 5 tables of 4, so there's 20 people in the room that are starting to cough and possibly change into
and this guy coughed
something
before.
Yep. So we're getting the fuck out.
And my rogue knowing he got a really good slice in on this guy, and it still took Dalhis punching him in the face afterwards. He wants none of this.
Yeah.
Okay. So at this moment in time,
Osiris rolls a 66.
You roll
on
a
his
66.
D100.
The first 30 feet, you are still safe. Everyone is still at their table, coughing violently. Roll me one more D100.
All right, one of you take this.
Got it, Michelle.
My rolls have been like Brian level today. Did you want me to get it?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Wow, 96. Their coughing intensifies, and that keeps them from doing anything other than coughing violently.
So did we move the 30 feet?
Yeah.
Yes. So you have made it to the exit. So now you have made it outside, and I want to move everyone's view back to our town here. Okay, everyone's looking at the town.
No, I'm looking at the bar.
I'm still at the bar.
Yep. Now you shoot. Now you should be looking at the town.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'm going to take. Oopsie.
You have to tell us where we are.
Yep. I gotcha. You are located at this moment, right? I'm moving your characters.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I gotcha.
I see it.
There we are. And I'm going to. Is it Alt? To do the thing?
Alt click. Yeah, but I see where we are.
Okay. So
I'm zoomed in a little bit.
there you are.
Okay.
You can just hold click. I'm not even holding Alt, and it'll still do that.
Oh, okay. So this is where you have exited, and it sounds as if the entire town is coughing at once. You just hear coughing and screams in the streets, and you are obviously getting a little bit afraid. But
at this point, I scream to the church now. The guy in there did not eat. I'm kidding.
So you guys are going to make a break for the church. Okay. So here's the deal.
Yeah, I'm in for that because I was literally going to go.
Lucia's still on the let's acid breath the wall and get out of here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What was that, Craig?
Oh, I was going to be. I was just going to say Osiris was going to be like, what the fuck do we do?
All right. So you want to go to the church. Now, thankfully, since you did spend the whole day exploring, you know the map. You know the layout of the town.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to pick a direction to go.
Question. So obviously we have the 2 roads, the one that goes south and the one that goes east. Yep. Can we go behind those houses through like the
you
little
can
alley?
only travel on the ones that are roads. So in other words, like the actual brown roads that I have shown here. Like you can't go in between houses.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
How well do I remember these roads?
Very well. You with your background and everything else, you were memorizing shit as you went, even though you were drinking.
Yeah. So the church, I'm assuming the brown entrance there, that's how you get in?
All roads lead to the church.
Okay, so you can enter, from north,
the
south,
north
east, or
side,
west.
east side, west side.
Okay.
Few of them actually have 2 entrances, yes.
Okay, since I am a rogue, I would have kind of... I can't even see it. I'm so zoomed out.
You can't. I can't move my character, so yeah.
It's okay. I can move them if you want.
Gone this way.
You're gonna go that way, and then you're gonna go that way.
Oh.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm trying to see what my rogue would have thought. My rogue would have said go east and then south.
Okay.
My rogue would have said we got to go this way. It's shorter. If he has that, if he did his normal rogue thing where he kind of was trying to memorize alleys and things like that, then he would have known that this was the shorter route.
Okay.
was going this way.
A different person that hasn't rolled yet. Give me a D100.
Hey, I guess that's
is
me.
Burke. 90, right?
Dalhis rolls an 83.
Wow. Okay. So you roll in. Say that was pretty good. So you guys roll to move, and you are able to move down the street pretty safely for a few turns of movement. So you're going to be located in front of this brown building here. So let me move you guys.
Almost to the next
I don't know if I can do
intersection.
this without. Yes, I can. All right. So there you go. You moved here. Give me a D100.
I'll go again since I went first and we've all gone. Osiris rolls the 38.
As you round the corner,
Knew this was coming.
unfortunately, you have walked right into a very bad situation. There are two. I'm going to call them zombies, for lack of a better term, but they're not zombies. Remember that. Standing there.
Rob Zombie.
Exactly. These two, and ignore the trees, by the way. On this thing here, you can move through these trees. Okay.
Yeah.
You see them, and once again, covered it with pumpkin little faces, are the two kids from earlier that had given you the pie. The two children are standing there, and they don't see you at first. Say they're kind of shuffling among one another, and they're making gurgling noises.
Lucia tries to stealthily take off her red bandana.
You know what? She succeeds in that. I'm just going to let you have that. Yep, she takes it off.
And throws it out of sight.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
no. Osiris's ass is pissed off at the one that actually handed him the pie. If he can realize which one this is,
and it's the one. Looking at it from the way we're looking at it,
from our view right here.
it's on the right.
Okay. I'm gonna take my short bow and I'm firing at this child.
awesome. Should we roll another initiative or we
Well,
stay
right
with what
now
we
you
had?
don't have to roll an initiative yet because they don't
Okay.
see you. They're
They don't see us.
They remember
They
they're
don't-
just
yeah, so-
standing there,
okay.
kind of
So we have
gurgling and
sneak.
kind of like kind of swaying back and forth, with each other.
Okay.
Yeah. So
But we can't go down any alleys. So I don't know how stealth is going to help.
I think we have
And
to.
The brown road ends right to the right. It kind of stops right there, so we can't travel over that hedge. So that means we'd have to go all the way back around.
I whisper to my companions. I was like, "Let's sneak up on them.
Oh,
We need to. I can sneak on them.
I know I can do it, but I mean, it's going to be hard. There's no cover here.
Are they facing us or facing the other
I'm
way?
going to say that you guys lucked out in this particular scenario, and they are facing the other direction. So I will say that much. But it is a straightforward alley with nothing to obscure vision, like one if they turn or if you're noticed.
Yeah. I'll let the rogue go first.
Um,
and then
okay, sorry.
I'll follow him.
So after Dalhis whispers to sneak up, Lucia whispers back, let's try to get a hold of them and see if I can heal them.
Ooh, good idea.
Both of them? Think we can get both of them?
Can you, this is weird me saying this. What is that? Would that be a persuasion? Can you do a persuasion to see if it gets me? Because I don't know if I would necessarily
No, that's fair.
agree off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Like I honestly don't. Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
Lucia rolls a 19.
Mhm.
Yeah, Lucia rolled 19,
yeah.
so I'm not even rolling against that.
Okay.
Okay, do we want to try to capture both of them or just one of them?
Well,
As
we
I'm
got to
sh-
try. We got to try for both if we're gonna save them. That's Osiris talking.
All right, I can grab one.
I'll try and sneak up and grab the other. Do I have any form of like?
When Dalhis says he can grab one, Lucia looks at these tiny ass children, looks back at Dalhis, and is like,
Do I have
Maybe two.
Because I didn't fill out my backpack or anything,
Mhm.
Brian. Do I have like ropes or different types
I'll
of like
give you-
handcuffs
I'll give
for
you,
like
yeah,
a
you have
thieves,
you have
something?
at least 3 hemp ropes with you.
Okay, I'm going to
Yeah.
try and quickly tackle and tie up. I'm basically going to try and hog tie my
Okay.
guy. I'm going after the one on the right because that fucker got me out of pie.
Okay.
And I will do the same with my rope.
What is your sleight of hand, Burke? Player knowledge.
+3.
Okay. So
what the fuck?
I have a high dex.
Yeah, it's just high, yours is just pure high dex.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm a rogue, so mine's even higher than that.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, that doesn't
Is it-
surprise me for you, but I was just like, what?
Yeah, the
I have a
monks.
very high dex. Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah, so what checks do we need to go against?
So for this, what I'm going to do is, because you're going up against them and they're not exactly paying attention. Obviously, they're doing their whatever they're doing at the moment. Why don't we do it against their decks? You know what I mean?
Like, do you want us to do stealth? Do you want us to do
I'm
sleight of
sorry.
hand?
assume
Like,
we'd stealth up to 'em.
Stealth up to them first, yes, and I'll see if
Okay.
they I'll do for them an intuition type roll to see if they or intelligence roll to see if they see you based on perception.
Osiris rolls a 22 for a stealth check.
Dalhis rolls a 14.
And really quickly, like right next to Lucia, there is that like some kind of wall or something?
Just to her right, or I guess to her left,
To my
just to
left,
the
yes.
east. The east.
To the east? No, that's an opening. Like, you could go through that to the other side if
No, I know it's an opening, but
Oh.
like, is that just like a house or
yeah, it's
something?
like a house. Yeah,
Basically,
Okay.
could she run up against the
Absolutely.
like?
She
Yeah,
can
I'm
run up
thinking,
against
can I
it.
like
Hide her
duck
on the
Sure,
behind
yes,
the
you
wall?
definitely can.
Okay. All right, so I duck and hide behind that wall.
Okay, and then you guys
Yes, perfect.
you guys are gonna go up like this and try to sneak. And I'm gonna roll for their wisdom is tied to their perception, right? Yeah, wisdom.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll to see that real quick. Nope. All right. So they definitely did not see you guys coming.
Okay. So do we we try to hog tie them?
Okay.
Or do we need to move up closer still?
I'm just gonna. Well, you guys made it up to them. There's no like.
Okay.
They rolled
I was
very
making
low.
sure we weren't going like half speed because
No.
we were trying to come up
No.
stealthy.
These guys, let's say you were able to get right up next to them at this point, and you're going to go ahead and use your stuff to hog tie them. So
Yeah.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
sleight
what
of
I'm
hand.
looking for.
Dalhis rolls a 10.
Osiris rolls a 22 for a sleight of hand check.
All right, so Osiris, like a master of stealth that he is, manages to not only get up there, but then use his rope to tie this little shit up so tight and so quickly, he just doesn't even know what happens. He's on the ground before he even makes his first. Dalhis, on the other hand, also is able to get the small one down, but it takes him a little bit more effort than what he thought it would take. It was actually kind of surprising that he was able to, that it took him as much effort, but he definitely is able to hold down the.
This little fucker's
The little one.
stronger than I thought.
Okay, so just to make sure, if he didn't succeed,
Mhm.
and if I feel comfortable, I would jump over and immediately try and help Dalhis.
Okay, give me another sleight of hand then. I just want to see.
Osiris rolls a 13.
Yeah, you
on a
were
sleight
able
of
to
hand
help out in that case and
Okay.
and secure it. The one now you've used both of your or 2 of your 5. I'm going to give you 5 because that's what I have. 2 of your 5 hemp
Okay.
ropes to do this.
I turn around and motion for Sia to come.
All right, so Lucia just kind of quietly runs up.
Okay.
And
The 2 children at this point
Casts.
are wriggling on the ground and making just noises.
While she's thinking, I rip off both of my bandanas and stuff it in their mouths.
I'm the
You
only
know what?
asshole with the bandana
You know
still
what?
on.
Yeah, okay, I'll let you. Yeah, go. Yeah, that's fair. You put it in their mouths and they're unable to yell.
yeah, I guess Lucia's gonna try to just cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. You can go ahead and do that.
I'm gonna. Okay, yeah. I was gonna point her to the Dalhis one first, since he seemed to be the one that was struggling the most. Since I felt
So-
pretty good about tying mine together.
So that's just I guess what you would actually, for
Right,
healing
no, I
points,
understand.
what you would do. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So, all right. So you cast Cure Wounds, and what happens is that although they say that the kid looks a little bit cleaner, doesn't change his demeanor or his eyes or anything else. They just
Fuck.
I look, I go, do you have anything else?
She's like, let me think.
Because
Let me
he's
think.
stronger now.
Did we go to Lucia's hometown recently, by chance?
in this world, no, you guys
Okay.
haven't quite done that.
Okay.
Don't mind me. You guys can keep going.
Lucia, do you have anything that would go against any type of other healing that you could do?
No, that's about it.
Do you have turn undead? I've heard this is a powerful spell that makes undead run away. We can check to make sure they are dead.
Okay, so hold up though. I have to clarify something. If they were undead, my cure wounds would have actually had no effect at all. I just want to clarify that. Okay, just for Brian's sake.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I do have turn undead.
So I guess since it works, that means they're not undead. So I think we know that. Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it had an effect on them, we would already know that they're not undead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
okay, fair enough. I would not know that, but if you explain that to me, I would now.
She would explain.
All right, so you took the time to explain that?
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
One of them, while you guys were discussing all this, has now just gotten the rag free from its mouth and let out a loud
God.
At that point, I just stomp on that child's face with my foot.
Oh my god.
Oh my. Okay. Well, I guess I'll treat it as a attacking roll.
We can call it an unarmed strike.
Let's do this. We'll roll it like it's your, do that thing again there where it's your unarmed strike, and we'll only count the unarmed strike, and I'll check it versus AC and stuff. So go ahead and give me that.
All right. All his rolls a 21.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I need to do damage?
Yeah. Because you weren't holding back on this. It didn't sound like.
No.
Okay.
No.
So you hit for 4 on that.
Yep.
So you hit, and definitely at this point the child has taken damage. But is still, of course, angry and wiggling.
Lucia just starts, loses her cool again. We gotta go.
Lucia only ended up using one spell, right? Because she
used only one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And so we gotta go. And I go. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow what Lucia says, and we're just gonna sprint past. He's all good for sprinting past.
Okay. Give me one
I have
more.
No problem punching children.
give me one more D100.
I guess it's my turn.
That's your turn.
Right before we run off, though. Oh Lord. Well, I already started saying this before Lucia rolled a 2. I'm gonna try and do subdual damage right on the the right guy's head. Just gonna try and punch him in the head and knock him out.
That's fair. Okay.
I don't have an unarmed strike. How do you want me to roll this?
It's actually just 1d. It's a 1d4 damage plus your dex. What it is.
That's damage. But I'm wanting to see if I hit.
Just
do D20.
Unarmed strike is your dex.
It's a dex.
Yeah,
it's a dex.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
That's a dex hit
15.
right there.
Yeah, you definitely hit this little shit.
Yep. I'm just trying to knock him out. Not trying to kill. I'm going for a knockout.
You know what? Yeah, he's not completely out, but he's like groggy enough to the point where he's down. You know what I mean? Like, he's definitely not going to be making any noises anytime soon.
Okay. Well, as of last time before this roll, my plan was knock him out, and then I was going to take the scarf from his mouth and start running. So that was the plan.
Okay,
so go ahead with your.
That's fine. You can do that. That's a-okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead with what was going on.
There you go. So now we had our roll of our D100, and unfortunately we got a 2. As you approach the church, and you are right, you are so close to the church. You were this close to Venom. I'm going to put you guys there because you're all running in a nice little line together. You see, waiting for you, arm in arm, not 1, not 2, but 3 of the pumpkin-faced, pumpkin stuff on their face, that is, angry villagers creating what seems like a blockade. They are definitely looking at you, by the way.
Okay. Is it our turn? Do we need to go?
I'd like you to roll for initiative. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yep. All his crit fails with a 4.
All his rolls.
Let me see. I got a 16.
Cyrus rolls a 5.
Okay.
Yeah. So Cyrus rolls a 5. This crit failing. The initiative is one of the few times it doesn't actually hurt you.
I know. I was like, thank God.
Get that out of the way now.
Okay. So
we combined for a 4 on our rolls, Burke.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I know.
So, Lucia, you get first moves.
Lucia is going to cast Guiding Bolt at the closest villager.
At the closest one. Okay.
Fucking hell.
All right. So you cast.
6.
So you cast the guiding bolt at the villager, and amazingly enough, you must not have concentrated because of all the stuff going on. It hits and fizzles and does nothing to the villager. It is now Osiris's turn.
Wow. Wasn't expecting that. I want to look around to see if there's any type of, because they can see, right? We are for sure.
They are looking right at you.
I want to see if I can get higher ground in any way, like get up on top of something.
There is.
Is there anything?
You
like
are
that,
in
those trees? Are those anything?
It is a crap alley at this point because you guys are heading in a straight shot at it, and unfortunately, somebody rolled a 2. But yes, it's straight shot.
Okay. I'm going to say that, and I'm assuming if I get right behind Dalhis, that'll make it harder for me to hit somebody with my bow.
If you're behind them, yes.
Damn. I was hoping maybe I could get really close behind him and use him as a human shield. Like, basically, I'm thinking Hanzo behind a Reinhardt.
Yeah, no.
That's what I'm trying to go for. All right, well, I'm going to stand my ground right where I am, and I'm going to shoot my short bow right at this middle guy.
Okay. It's fair.
The same guy that Lucia went after.
Okay.
So Osiris critically fails.
And you do not.
Thank God I did not get behind Dalhis.
Not only did you miss, but
you.
your arrow sticks into the side of the church. It is now Dalhis's turn.
How well did it stick into the side of the church?
It bedded itself pretty good, like to the point where like it's not like it'll require somebody to dig it out and then have to do a repair job on the church because you crit failed there. It's pretty bad.
Okay.
You're not retrieving that bolt. If that's what you're asking.
Not worried about that.
Okay. Just making a note.
All right, Dalhis runs forward because he's not scared, and tries to line up 2 of the motherfuckers.
Okay.
And he's going to use acid breath.
So I'm going to assume I don't know how close you have to be, but
it's 30 feet. So I'm thinking there's plenty of room between.
Yeah, definitely. So like say you're going to do
yeah.
like the, hold on, I'm sorry. I got to grab you
like
there
that
like
and
this.
hit yeah, something like that. Yeah. And hit those first 2 guys.
Okay. That's fair.
All right. Yep. I'm going to roll acid breath. Oh, wait, that's they have to have a DC of 11 for their.
No, yeah,
they have to roll a dex save, don't they?
Is it a dex save?
That's what I was going to say. Is that? Tell me.
I wrote this down, guys.
Special abilities.
They have to roll a no, wait. Let's make a saving throw to the type fire draconic dex. All right, so you were right. It's a dex save.
Okay, so I'm going to roll their dex.
Mm-hmm.
It is a 0
for one guy. Because both of them, I would assume,
that's the
have
first
to roll.
one. The one that's closest to you. Next one is a 10.
Ooh, so it hits both of them.
Yep.
So one guy, I think, 10 points of damage for one guy.
Okay.
And 5 for the other.
Okay. So the first one that you hit looks like he is pretty much donezo. Like he like a strong enough breeze would take that guy down. He's barely on his feet. The second one you hit, it definitely looks like he was hurt by this, but not the world's worst situation.
Assuming they don't have weakness to acid, because their skin's not boiling away.
Well, I mean, we'll just say no in this case. Keep it simple.
No, I know.
Okay, so at this point now they have that you have all gone. It's their turn. The one that's closest to you, Dalhis, is going to try to slam you. Let's see how this goes. Oh, they connect. They connect. Roll the 21. And they are going to do 7 damage to you.
Okay.
They are going to do 7 damage. And I don't remember how much damage each of you has total. Like I
have 9 hit points left.
9 hit points left. I'm just gonna enter that in for you guys real quick. What's your numbers there for your health?
13.
13, and what was
9 out of 16.
Yeah, you have 9 out of 16. And then what about you there, Osiris?
That is a great question that I should have had figured out before we started.
Your total health?
Yep.
You didn't have that?
I don't have that yet.
Okay, don't say we'll if when it comes up we'll deal with it.
1d8 per rogue level, or that's my hit die. So 8 plus my con modifier is my initial. My constitution modifier was a 1, so I have 9 total, and then I can roll what do I roll on level up for my?
Would it be 5 or 1d8?
Yeah, 1d8. So I'm going to roll my 1d8 to see if what else I get. Plus 4, so I lost out. Oh well.
So what is it now total?
14 total.
14 total. Yeah. All right. So that's the first one there. The next one is going to shamble forward toward Lucia, and the other one is going to shamble forward toward Dalhis again. And just walking all the way there took all of his strength, and he's not going to be able to attack on his turn. So now it is back to the top of the order, which is Dalhis. No, Lucia. Lucia. Sorry, that was last round.
Fires off a crossbow attack at the one coming toward her. And you definitely hit, and you have killed the one that was coming toward you. So that one is down. And I'm actually just going to delete him off here if that's okay with you guys.
That works.
Keeps it easier for me. Okay.
If I'm next, I'm going to want to short bow the one that Dalhis hit with the acid already.
Okay. Yep. You are up next.
Yep. Osiris rolls a 20 on his short bow attack.
Yep.
It's not a nat 20.
Hit.
And then it's 7 damage.
And that is down and then some. Okay. Next.
I am going to use Fury of Blows.
Okay.
There you are.
And a Kamat attack, my Dragon Tooth attack, since I'm assuming I still have that weapon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That
bought
happened.
It from someone. Okay, cool.
It was a traveling merchant.
I rolled a 25.
Yeah, I think you're going to connect.
For 6 damage.
Okay.
All right, and then that's followed by 2 unarmed strikes, 1 for 14, and 1 for 9.
Okay, this guy explodes into a million fragments that literally paint the side of the building that he was next to.
Okay.
And dies.
Okay, fair enough.
At this point, the rest, it's a now that you have a clear path, are you going to run straight into the church?
Lucia is.
Okay, I just want to verify. I mean, you can try to loot the bodies if you really want to, but that's up to you.
If I have time, I want to check the bolt or the arrow in the wall to see if it's climbable, like if it can hold my weight if I were able to climb it.
Yeah, you know what? You can check it if you like.
I just want to check to see how much stability there would have been.
Yeah, if you grab it, you feel like if you had gone quickly, you couldn't have hung from it, but you could have used the springboard up if you really, really felt like it.
Okay, that's all Cyrus wanted to know. He's continuing towards the pass to the door of the church.
Okay.
I follow suit.
Okay. So we've all decided that we're going to go into the church? Good deal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that being said, now that we're all inside of the church, I think that's where we're going to end up leaving it for this week. So join us next time when we see what's inside the church for our heroes.